Hello dear viewers, my name is Rakesh and I'm your host here with the video whose topic is the EUR USD and GBP USD technical analysis today. Today is 27th of October 2021. I'm a Dukascopy community member. I'm not an employee of Dukascopy. So all the opinions, views or the trading ideas that I'm going to discuss in this video are of my own. As the name of the title suggests, we will be carrying out a technical analysis of the euro against the US dollar and the British pound against the US dollar in this video. In the title, we cannot add all the names, but we will also carry out the technical analysis of other major pairs and a few minors also. And of course, Brent, commodity like gold, silver, and the Bitcoin also. But in this session, we will be strictly talking about the technical aspects of trading. We will not talk about any fundamental news or something like that, because as a technical analyst I know that every piece of information, whether it is political or fundamental, is already priced into the chart. So we will try to follow the charts only for our analysis, and in this session we will only be using the candlestick charts. There are other types of charts also, if you know, bar charts, line charts, Heiken-Ashi and so on, but we'll only be using the candlestick charts, and we will try to find out the key levels for all the pairs that we will see, and we'll try to find out how we can trade from them. If there are no trades, we will not force ourselves into trades, so we'll only know where to and from where the price is going to where it is going. If you are new to the technical analysis, I would request you to go to our channel's homepage, look for the playlist, and in the playlist look for the profitable candlestick patterns and the profitable chart patterns. These are two playlists that I have created earlier. If you go through them first, it will help you in understanding what we talk about in this program. In fact, this program is very easy to understand because in this we have not included any of the indicators. We only talk about the pure price action, or you can say that we trade naked price action, naked price. So yeah, it is very easy to understand. This session is going to be about 30 minutes. In this session you will know about the important support and resistance levels for almost all the famous pairs that we trade generally in the forex. Last but not least, everything that I say in this video is only for your information or to enhance your knowledge about the technical analysis. You should do your own research and analysis before you put your money on the line in the forex market. Now I request you that if you are visiting this channel every day, or if you are coming to see my video every day, or most of the times if you are here, you can leave your suggestions and comments by how can I make it more interesting and more knowledge oriented, or how can I help you in any way to trade forex properly. Okay, so yes, last but not least, everything that I say is only for information. You should not trade whatever I say or based on that. Okay, you should examine it first in the virtual form. Do not put your money on the line till the time you are not very sure about it. Okay, so yes, this was the introduction that I wanted to carry out before I start the session, but I'm supposed to give you a risk disclaimer also, that the trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk, and it is not suitable for all investors. So yes, you please pause this video here, go through this risk disclaimer, because most of the people trade foreign exchange on the margin. So yes, please go through this and then only proceed with the video. Okay, for today the first thing that I'm going to show you is the US dollar index. At that I show you every day. Actually, this is a very important part. Dollar index we need to examine as to where is the support and resistance for the US dollar today. Right now dollar index is trading at 93.72 levels and has made an intraday high of 93.95 and intraday low of 93.63. so it is moving in a 30 points of small range. Actually the support is much lower, like 93.47, and I am not expecting this support to hold. In fact, I'm expecting the price to go even lower than this and then test this channel's support line, and this can provide some support to the dollar index in the coming time. But for right now, the horizontal support I'm expecting at 93.47. The reason being clear that it was a resistance here and resistance here. Now it is acting as support here. So when next time price heads back to 93.47, it can again act as a good support. And if it acts as a support and the price starts going up, you should be looking for the buying opportunities. But when you should be looking for the buying opportunities? Only when it breaks above this falling channels resistance line. I hope you understand this part. If you have not understood this part, I will be explaining this part again in the next currency pairs that I'm going to discuss. You just notice now that if your main trend is up, then you have a small pullback. Then in the pullback, you join these two highs and you will gain a channel. And once the channel is broken to the upside, you can look for the buying opportunities in the direction of the main trend. Now I hope you got it. I will explain you in this area here. Not here, but the next. So here the main trend is down. Okay, the price is making lower highs and lower lows. Now this is the main trend line in the euro dollar, and 1.1665 region is acting as a very good resistance as of now. Yesterday the price closed below 1.1607 and we expected the price to go back to 1.1495, but to our amazement the price has started rising higher. Why is it so? Because the dollar index is weak. Okay, it met with the resistance, and maybe people are looking to change the guard here. They are maybe looking to buy the euro here at the lower levels. They find it very interesting to buy the euro at the lower levels, and maybe they will try to push it to 1.1751. But in between there are multiple resistances. One is this 1.1665 region. Second is this in the 4 hour there was a rising channel. It has been broken to the downside. Okay, now whenever the price comes to test this channel's support line, it will act as a resistance. So this is an area of concern for the bulls. Third is that this long-term falling line on the daily is also in this area. So there are multiple reasons for the buyers to be cautious about opening their fresh positions in the long direction. So that is why maybe there is some indecision forming here. Until the time there is indecision, I'll say that you should stay away from this market, because every time the price goes to 1.1665, it will get rejected because sellers will try to put to come in again. And if they are able to cross this level, they know that they will meet with more sellers higher here at around whenever the price meets this falling line. So there are multiple resistances on the way. The support is very less. So maybe the price may go back to 1.1495 before it breaks higher than this one. So from here, I think, just my assumption, there is a possibility that the price will start moving like this before it breaks up, of course. Okay, but this is what I'm expecting the price to behave like in the coming time. But right now, if you talk about today, then this 1.1607, if we ignore this one and yesterday's lows, if we make as a support, then the support now is at 1.1584 levels and the resistance is at 1.1665 region. Talking about the Great Britain pound, yesterday we saw a bearish pin bar. Actually, this is, what is it called, dragonfly doji, something, gravestone doji, sorry, this is gravestone doji. And today there was a follow up. The follow up continued till the support zone of 1.3708. I will actually make it to the low of today, 1.37099, and now there the price has taken support, but now 1.3736 is the resistance, because it was support for 2-3 days earlier and it was support for 1 and 2 and 2 here. So many times it was a good support and resistance. So expect this level to hold as a resistance now also, because on 4 hour you see after a break below this level coincides with this area of breaking of this rising channel. So expect the price to get some resistance here in this zone and revert back to 1.3709. This is what I'm expecting. On the contrary, if you think that the prices may head higher from here, for that you can, I'm making a channel on the lower side. Generally it is to the upper side, but this channel needs to break higher for the price to continue higher. Also notice that this long-term falling trend line here is also on the way. So there's a, you just remove this channel, not unimportant, just unimportant. Expect the resistances of 1.3829 to hold if the price continues till that time, because there is a multiple confluence of the resistances here. This area is full of resistance. One is this horizontal line, one is this falling trend line, one is this broken channels support line which may act as a resistance. So 1.3829 area is very strong resistance in my view, and from today's point of view 1.3709 is the immediate support, and the immediate resistance is this dynamic support line. I'm calling it dynamic because the level changes as the time changes. Okay, and on the higher side we have strong resistance at 1.3829 region. Talking about the Australian dollar, at the highs the Australian dollar is holding its gains. You see euro is shedding its gains, pound is shedding its gains against the US dollar, but Australian dollar for the last 3 days it is holding its gains at these high prices. Why I'm saying these as the high prices? Because the price started from around 1.7172 region. From there it has started its gains, then there was a bearish engulfing, and that bearish engulfing did not see any follow through and the bulls came again. So this is an indication that the Australian dollar is very strong as compared to the other euro and the pound is concerned. So now where to from here? Right now the price is trying to test the resistance near 0.7522 time and again. In fact, every day, almost every day, the price has tested this resistance. But if you keep banging at the door for a long time, the door will either open or it will either break. So if this door opens, the price can come back to 0.7563, which is the next resistance I am expecting. And after that, 0.7598 is the huge resistance. Why I say this huge word? Because it is also a confluence of two resistances. One is this previous times highs, one is this falling channels resistance line. So before the price goes here, I would like to unload my positions if I have opened any positions here. Why I'm saying that I would have opened any positions here? Because after this double bottom breakout here, people would have definitely opened their fresh buys in this region. If they have, they should unload their position near 0.7598. I hope you understand this point. Right now the price is trading between the resistance of 0.7522 and between the support of 0.7477. I want the price to alert me when it goes to 0.7595. Okay, because there may be a selling opportunity here, because in the very long term this is a selling market, and if we get a selling opportunity here, it would be a good idea. Talking about the New Zealand dollar, a few days back we saw a bearish engulfing, almost a bearish engulfing at the resistance. But right now if you see, for the last 4 days there has been an indecision. This indecision can also be called as a correction, or you can call it the churning of price. I'll show you on the 4-hour. It is called the churning of price. That means that the price is going nowhere. When the price goes nowhere, what you can do is you can make short lines like this, and when you see these short lines actually move into an apex, the price breaks out on the either direction, and whichever direction the price breaks out, that direction is generally followed for a long time. And you can also compare this with a flag, actually a pole and a flag pattern. If you have gone through the profitable chart patterns, you will know that there is a pennant forming, or you can say flag and pole formation. Generally whatever is the height of the pole, after breakout, that much is the movement. So if it is going to move higher from here, I am expecting a movement of almost 300 points to the upward direction in case it follows through to the higher side, which I am expecting it will, because if it would have to fall below, then you see the other pairs like pound and the euro are already falling. Then why not New Zealand dollar? Because it is holding a strength, it is strong, so that is why it may be headed higher. But right now, since there's no support from the other overall market sentiment, so it is just holding to its higher levels, and maybe soon it will open up to the upside and break this falling channels resistance line and head back to 0.7315, which is the target that we are expecting for this market to achieve. But this is just a speculation. You cannot open buy positions right now, but instead what you can do is you can wait for the price to do something like this, and if it does, if it breaks higher than this level to this side and then it comes back to test this area, then this may be your opportunity to go long here with a small stop loss below and take profit target 0.7315 region. I hope you understood the point here. Right now the resistance is at 0.7170, support is at around 0.7075, so any closing above 0.7170 may put the bulls in control of the market. USD CHF, I am very bearish on this pair actually, because it has okay, you see this was multi-year falling channel. The price met this channel here around on 2 days, actually 28th and 29th of September, then was met with a huge resistance, and after that there is only selling and selling happening. Even the US dollar index is going up, but USD CHF is going down because Swiss franc is much stronger than the US dollar right now, and every time we see a break below, there is a small pullback and the price is going down. This is a healthy correction, or you can say healthy price movement. So 0.9200 for today was the resistance, and the price has come back below and made an intraday low of 0.9164. Right now it is trading at 0.9176, but I think till the end of this week or maybe today even 0.9154 is achievable in this market. And if we see a closing below, not 0.9154 but 0.9149, if we see a closing below 0.91449, we can also see 0.9099 in this market, my friends. USD JPY, okay, the price finally has broken out of this 4 hours channel and now is coming back to test this as the fresh support, you see, and it is actually holding as a support. So expect the price of 114.54 again in this market. Okay, right now 114.54 is the resistance and 112.18 is the support horizontally. USD CAD, US dollar is weak as compared to the Canadian dollar. Now you remember that the price started going up, and day before yesterday or maybe even yesterday we have talked that since the price is going up, but I am not bullish on this one, so 1.2421 or 1.2493 may act as a resistance, and today it has happened. As soon as the sellers found a place to open their selling positions, they started it. Already this 4 hour candle has engulfed all the price action of this thing, and 1.2271 is looking very much possible on the charts now. So 1.2271 is the immediate support for the price, 1.2421 is the resistance right now. Maybe this is because of the rise of price in Brent. Yeah, actually Brent has opened lower today and is trying to find support at this channel's support line. Yeah, Brent also has a resistance at 86.71 and support at 83.44. These are the horizontal supports and resistance levels that I am talking about. But this rising channel's support line is a dynamic support that the price is getting supported at. On the 4 hour it may be, yeah, on the 4 hour you can see that the price is holding at this level. If it continues further to 86.71, it may be the resistance. 86.71 may be the next level of resistance soon. Talking about Euro GBP, 0.8407 held as a support on the daily chart, and today there is a follow up to the upside, but will it cross 0.8472? Now that is the question. If it closes the day higher than 0.8472, then 0.8523 is possible. But if it gets rejected and we see a bearish engulfing or bearish pin bar at 0.8472, then it can come back to 0.8407 again. So right now support is at 0.8407 and resistance is at 0.8472 in this market. Gold is a metal, and it is moving in a fine channel. Expect this area to act as a support. In fact, on 4-hour you will see that it is already acting as a support here. Well, the price has closed higher than this falling trend line here, okay, this falling trend line, and after closing higher than this, the price is coming back to this area to find it as a support again and again. But the problem here is that there is a resistance at 1795. We need a closing higher than 1795 for the price to continue further to 1831. On the contrary, if we see a closing below this rising channel's support line, we can expect 1780 and even 1756 in this market. All right. Gbp Jpy, actually it is wave 1, 2 and 3, and now I am thinking that the price may not come back down and may go back to test this channel's resistance line once again. Right now 156.08 is the support, and this falling trend line of the channel may act as a dynamic resistance, but horizontal resistance, if you see, is the recent highs that the price has made, 158.20, and on the higher side 160.10 may be the resistance. From the horizontal support, if you ask me, then the horizontal support is at 153.44 in this market. CHF JPY, we are looking at the 4-hour chart, but if you switch to daily, you will see that 122.53 region is the next support here, and the resistance is at 124.36. the price is moving in a channel. It can continue for some time for pulling back, and if you get it at 122.60 region, that can be the best price that you can get. But right now, opening a buy position at the current levels is not recommended, because the price is consolidating on a 4-hour channel, and every time the price tries to go high, this channel's resistance will push it down. So wait for the opportunity. When the price closes above this rising channel, then you can open the buy position, or otherwise if you get the price near this 122.53, that can be your good area of opportunity to open your long positions. Talking about the euro, Australian dollar, see, euro is not stronger than Australian dollar, that is for sure, but it is very weak as compared to Australian dollar here on if you look at the chart. So there has to be a pullback for this downtrend to resume. Well, this pullback can be of two natures. One can be like this, okay, and the other one can be like this, okay, or there is actually another possibility that the price can come back to this one and then like this. So something of this sort has to happen. But if the price continues lower like this, it will not be a good price action, and the V-shaped recovery may be possible in that case. But right now 1.5271 is the lowest most support that I am expecting in this market. 1.5457 is the level which we had created, and if the price today closes higher than this, then 1.5675 is possible, because this is like a bullish pin bar at the support zone. So if it happens today, if it closes in the green today, then 1.5675 is also possible in this market. Otherwise, if it closes lower than this 1.5458, then 1.5271 is also possible in this market. Euro New Zealand on the similar lines. Actually, euro is not stronger than the New Zealand, so it is headed lower. But today there is a green candle near the support zone, and actually I'm expecting in this one also for a double bottom to break out. You have seen the levels, and already we have discussed it in the previous videos. So right now the support is at 1.6141 and the resistance is 1.6305. it is not close to any of the key areas, so just stay away from this market till the time it is consolidating. Silver, I am bullish on the silver. Silver on the 4-hour has met this support area which we had discussed yesterday, that you can open your buy positions here with a small stop loss here and take profit target to 24.81. the price is on its way. 23.84 is the support, 24.81 is the resistance in silver. Swiss index is almost in the zone where we were looking to open the sell positions, but today is an inside bar. maybe you should wait for today and tomorrow and see if the price breaks higher or starts breaking below. If it closes below 12,066, you can be looking for opening the sell position in this index. If it closes higher than this, then you can buy this index with the target of 12,572. Euro CHF. Euro is even weaker than the Swiss, what it is called, Swiss franc. So that's why you see I have put a price alert here. This price alert is sitting at around 1.0606, right on above this level, because this is a confluence of multiple support. One is this horizontal support, one is this long-term falling channel support line, one is this falling channel support. So if the price comes here, there will be a lot of buyers who will be looking to buy this pair here. So I'm expecting an alert to go off when I see this price. But if you talk about the intraday, the price has broken below this support, 2-day support, and now it's coming back to test this level as a fresh resistance. If it acts as a fresh resistance, the price may go back to 1.0604, and if it does not and the price continues higher and closes higher than 1.066, then 1.0695 is also possible in this market. Gbp CHF, very bearish, looking like very bearish, and maybe going to 1.2550. Price is trading between the support and resistance, so I'll just stay away from this market. 1.2632 is the resistance and 1.2550 is the support in Gbp CHF. The last currency pair that we are going to talk is the EUR/CAD. EUR/CAD has given us a very bad price action today. We were expecting that double bottom to break out, and it did break out, but met with the resistance at 1.4431, and now has already shed 130 points to the downside because of the strong Canadian dollar. Maybe you can see that on the last 4 hours it has happened, as in case of USD CAD. See, last 4 hours was very strong for the Canadian dollar, so the euro went down against it. Now 1.4263 is the level that I am looking for to act as a support in this market. Bitcoin also on the similar line has shed more than 2 points today, 2% today. Right now is trading at the zone of 58,963. This is a zone of support that we were expecting, but will it hold? God knows. If it holds, fine. If it does not hold, then the price may head back to 52,883, and if it holds today, then the price may go back to 64,848 again. So these are the levels of support and resistance for the Bitcoin. Yeah, after this, this was today, my friends. Now I hope you got some idea about the support and the resistance levels that are of interest in the coming hours and days. Just keep in mind to never risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade, and look for a potential profit of more than 3 times the risk that you are going to take. That means you should look for 1:3 risk to reward ratio at least. How can you do that? You can simply adjust your position size in such a manner that if your stop loss gets hit, your loss should not be more than 1% of your initial capital. With this note, I shall end this video. Please press the like button if you find this video useful for you. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section, and consider subscribing to the channel for more such videos. Also, you can join the Gbp Forex community, where there are so many things about Forex trading. The links are there in the description. If you have found this video useful for you, I already told you that please smash that like button. It helps me a lot. Okay, it gives me a recognition among the Gbp community members. You can subscribe to the channel now for the daily Forex updates, which I do every day. Also, you can share it with your friends if there is anyone who is interested in learning the Forex trading, or who is interested in knowing the daily chart levels that are of interest. Okay, the key levels. So with this, I wish you a very happy and a profitable day. Thank you very much for sparing your time to watch this video.